In this video, we're going to talk about how to reassemble the modular heat injector. Once you've moved it to where you need to have the heat, now you have to reassemble it. There's a disassembly guide. You just have to now assemble it in reverse order.
Right. So what we're going to start with is the base or the blower module, and we need to make sure we grab our mat from where we took it apart. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slip it underneath this edge of the blower. So now we got the mat in. We're about to make it a little more heavy by taking our motor, and we can grab this. And what we're going to do with this is this steel is going to slip into these hooks. So basically I'm going to put it right on the inside. It's going to fall into the hooks, and then now I'm going to slide it into the grooves here, and I'm just going to hold it with my finger, because once I get this belt hooked up, and I basically you kind of roll it on, it's pretty loose. Now as the motor, which is 35 pounds, hangs on the belt, it's going to tighten it. We don't need to go much more than this since we have a soft start, so I may just apply a little pressure, tighten up my sides, tighten up my other side, and then we got to remember to hook up our electrical. So basically, I'm going to make sure the latch is in this orientation. I'm basically going to stick it in, and once it's latched, we're good to go. So now, I'm going to reach to this pile of pins that we have to end up at the reassembly site with. So I'm going to take my two 3/8 inch pins, just put one on each hand, and then I'm going to grab our base. I'm going to roll it back, and then I'm going to approach the machine. I'm going to kick it right on its resting plate. I'm going to pull off our whip like we had pulled off. I'm going to make sure this lever is in the back position, and then right down here there's a mating connector that we're going to push into, and then right here just going to lock that nice and tight. So now I'm going to take our unit, I'm going to begin to approach to the machine, and what I'm looking for is that these ears will fit into these slots. Right there it is. Once we're right there, put one pin in, and then down here put our other pin in. Now I'm doing that same thing on the other side. Right there. And one and two. Now we need to get our sides. So there's a left side, a right side. We can tell the difference once we get it in the orientation of the machine. It begins to become clear, but this black damper is going to be on your left side. So how I'm going to do this is, if you lean in, this flange right here is going to rest in this channel, and then this stud right here is going to go inside this plug. Now this flange down here is going to rest underneath this flange here. So let me show you from right here. So first step, put our front flange in, lower it all the way down. I'm going to hook my back plug, and then I'm going to make sure my bottom channel's under. And now as I get closer, there's an alignment stud right on the inside there. Once that falls into place, we can then stick our pin through. So I'm going to go back to our pile of pins, grab our 3-inch, and it just slips right in there. So now we're going to do our other side. Same procedure. Put it in, hook our plug, alignment pins in, and I can stick our pull pin through right there. So now we can begin to grab our burner. I'm going to have my assistant here grab it, lift it up, walk it over. Now right here, I'm just going to hold it right here. There's these plastic sliders here. These have a mating pattern on this piece, so I'm going to get it and it'll rest right here without any alignment needed. And then right about right here.
Well, let's show them where they're putting it, what you're trying to put in there. Kevin, let's back up.
Slip underneath here. And we're basically putting this piece into the mating plastic piece that we were looking at. And there it was. It's gonna just push right in there. Right here, you're gonna see one more of our alignment pins. Right about right here. That's gonna go into the side and hold it in place. So now I'm gonna push it together. And then we're gonna grab our pins, or knobs. So we're gonna get our 1/4-20 5-arm or 5-star knob. And we're just gonna pull the burner to the sides, tighten up as much as it'll let you go. And what that should have done is removed our seam down the side. And then we're gonna stick our pins in. So right here, underneath here, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put it right in this hole, like that. Push it in, slide this one up, then we're gonna pull this knob forward, then we're gonna lock that down. Same thing on the other side, and then we're gonna do our electrical. So what we're gonna do is inside the box here, first step, pull off my blue cable, and I'm just gonna pop it right on its quick connect. And then here's what I tell the guys to do. Take your orange cable, slide it through the hook here, and then you can hook it up to your flame rod. But what this does is this lets you, reminds you that you have to do something with this orange cable to get your blue one disassembled. So
on this one right here, if you don't pop it all the way off and make it release like this, sometimes when you go to put it back on, you'll find it to be hard. So if you find it to be hard to snap on there, make sure that it's all the way open like that so that it snaps on there.
fully press that.
Yeah, fully press it in.
I'm going to disconnect my thermocouple. There's a front, and they are sized to be front, so you can't miss it. And then I'm going to unhook my main connector, pull our main cable, and then it would just slide right into its housing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remember to lock that so it doesn't fall apart during transportation. Now, I'm going to take our side, and I'm going to grab it just like this, and then I'm going to put the front on my rubber gasket, and then what I'm doing here, if you look right down the front, I'm basically hooking up those flanges with the ones on the machine. Let me move this up real quick. All right. Right there, we got it. Now, slips right down. Our key goes in. We can get our last 2 screws. Screw in our front portions here. And then we can put our cover on and begin to heat. There you go. So that's a completely reassembled modular heat injector system.
Here would be the cover, and that would be where you would
Just about. There you go. That's all we're missing. Thank you for watching.